This meeting, from which you are to hear the reconstructed highlights as based on the sworn and documented testimony, was held at the home of the cell organizer, her party name, Comrade Mary. The scene is a modest home in Palo Alto. Because the location is in proximity to other houses, the meeting is conducted on a relatively quiet basis. The comrades have all parked their cars at least 3 blocks away. They have approached the location slowly and seemingly casually. They walk in pairs, couples, at prescribed 5-minute intervals. Other meetings have been held in a comparative luxury, at a secluded suburban estate belonging to a communist woman of wealth and bourgeois luxury. Still others have been held in public parks at isolated tables. But this is a central location for a hurriedly called meeting. The Venetian blinds have been closed. The telephone has been covered with cushions and pillows as a precaution against possible bugging with a special new device recently developed to bug a house even through a phone that's not off the hook. Comrade Mary is about to speak.
Comrades, as you know, this will be an abbreviated meeting tonight, as we are all to attend the City Council meeting later to carry out our individual assignments with respect to agitating the city officials toward centralized metropolitan government. The courier has collected all dues and assessments. We shall dispense with the party oath in the interest of time, and we will confine our singing tonight to 1 stanza of the requisite Soviet song at the finish. Comrade Harold is the only comrade missing. He will not join us until later down at City Hall, since he is meeting with an interdenominational church group to stimulate circulation of our petitions to end atomic testing. We are honored, comrades, by the surprise presence of Comrade Ed of the district committee of our party. Comrade Ed has just returned from the national convention of our party. He asked us to call this special short meeting so as to relay to us the directives, also to pick up reports on our progress in our party assignments. Comrade Ed, welcome to our cell.
But before I conclude, I must mention that the delegates to the National Convention were most happily pleased with the magnificent, tumultuous reception you arranged out here for our great leader, Comrade Nikita Khrushchev, during his visit to San Francisco. The gifts that he had received from the manufacturers, the reception that he was given by the administrative officers of the great city of San Francisco. Believe me, this has helped the party to an immeasurable extent. It was the talk of the convention. It can be said that Comrade Nikita has achieved all of his major objectives in coming to the United States. The greatest of these, of course, was to stimulate, to give our party, so to say, a shot in the arm. His visit made it possible for us to work freely, openly, and with courage once again. It was a great milestone in the progress of our party. It was a large contributing factor to the Soviet America we shall all see and enjoy in the not-too-distant future. Thank you very much for listening, comrades.
There was no applause. There never is in a cell meeting. A communist is trained not to react with outward emotions, but rather with innermost dedication. Comrade Mary proceeded to the reading of the party directive, which urged every member to contribute an assessment of 1 day's pay to the party because of the acceleration of the party's activities. First to respond to this was Comrade Michael, retired university professor and author of textbooks.
Comrades, I am most gratified to contribute not just an additional day's pay, but rather a week's pay to our party. Because of the royalties I am collecting, as all the comrades know, from a book I have written that is being used in the public school curricula all over America, I am able to do this. Our party's position here in America is infinitely better than it was when our leader, Comrade Lenin, was in exile in Switzerland, at which time and place my wife Esther and I enjoyed the monumental privilege of studying under his tutelage. I am honored to make this contribution toward a Soviet America.
Are there any comments from the comrades present? Are there any objections to giving 1 day's pay to our Communist Party? There being no objections, I so order. The courier will collect from each comrade 1 day's pay within the next 3 days. Please do not write any checks. There must be no means of identifying the source of our funds.
Following Comrade Holland's report, the cell organizer asked Comrade Doris for her report on activities in the PTA. I want you to listen to this very carefully.
Don't worry about the PTA, comrades. I am able to report that at a meeting of our PTA caucus of our comrades in the different chapters of Santa Clara County, we are positively assured that at the next National Convention of the PTA to be held in San Francisco, our resolution to ban atomic testing will pass. Maybe almost unanimously.
Resolution was passed, and very close to unanimously, at the National Convention of the Parent Teachers Association. One more Kremlin-directed objective achieved. But let's listen to Comrade Steve as he replies to the cell chairman's request for his report on trade union activities.
Comrades, the Trade Union Commission of our party in Santa Clara County has been extremely successful in recent months. We have a fine trade union commission representing just about every industrial plant in the area, and we have active party representatives to the Trade Union Council of the AFL-CIO. We have encountered no serious difficulty in presenting and passing most all of the resolutions which represent our immediate objectives. Certainly we figure to continue to be successful with our Lenin doctrine of making every trade union, every factory a fortress of communism. Comrades, I think you all realize the complexity of my activities. Of course, you all know that I, as a ball bearing salesman, have access to every missile plant in the area and to all the feeder plants. I can tell you that one of my contributions to our party is that I know when missiles are fired. I know where they are fired. I know the missile problems such as solid fuels and liquid fuels that we are confronting today. This information that I am gathering daily through my association with the missile industry is indeed valuable to our Communist Party. In fact, my experience goes on.
That'll be enough, comrade. You are grossly out of order.
The cell organizer could stand no more of Comrade Steve's bragging. Effective as his missile espionage had been, she declared emphatically that this was information not to be revealed to a cell, but to a higher body. She admonished Comrade Steve, then threatened him with referral to the Disciplines Committee, a body which ruthlessly punishes communists who deviate. Order was quickly restored, and Comrade Mary then said,
Comrade Dick will now give his report on what arrangements have been made for a section committee meeting of our party in Santa Clara County.
Yes, comrade. We have made all the proper arrangements for the section committee meeting, and we look forward to the most successful such meeting in recent years. The meeting, comrades, will be held at Smolny Institute.
It isn't often that laughter is heard at a communist cell meeting. The remark that triggered the laughter here was the fact that Smolny Institute, prior, during, and ever since the Russian Revolution, has been the agitation propaganda headquarters of the Communist International and is located in the Soviet Union. But the Smolny Institute referred to in this instance is the City Hall of Sunnyvale, California. For more than 10 years, the communists had been holding their conspiratorial meetings there, in a banquet room of this building, just below the headquarters of the police department. Where are the communists meeting in your community? But let's listen again to the cell organizer as she brings the meeting to a close.
And so we must be on our way, comrades, to City Hall for the meeting on metropolitan government. I am sure you are all well prepared for this meeting, so I'll ask the comrades to leave in couples, at intervals of 3 minutes, upon the conclusion of our song. So workers, close your ranks, keep sharp and steady, for Lenin's cause your readiness bright.
for the workers' fatherland, the Soviet Union. Get ready for the last fierce fight, Red Front.
This, fellow Americans, is the communist conspiracy as it operates in your community. Only the people are different. The directives are the same. Don't expect it to dry up and blow away or to dissipate itself. It will indeed take patriots, super patriots, working in an intelligent and orderly yet aggressive manner to destroy this vicious yet subtle atheistic plot to take over, or is it hand over, our nation to red fascism.